my friend, his wife, is a school teacher. And she works at a school that had to install a litter box in the girls' room because there is a girl who's a furry who identifies as an animal, and her mother badgered the school until they agreed to put a litter box in one of the stalls.
There's a school in Texas that someone identified, you ready for this, for a cat, and they made them put out a litter box. I thought it was something from The Onion. Absolutely true.
Wow.
That is because our principals don't stand up anymore.
Right.
Okay, if some student wants to pretend like a cat and use a litter box after school, that's their prerogative, whatever. But no, the school and school resources and the other students and teachers should not have to be put through that.
It's called something called furries. If you don't know what furries are, it's where school children dress up as animals, cats or dogs, during the school day. They meow and they bark, and they interact with their school, with the teachers and that in this fashion. And now schools are wanting to put litter boxes in the schools for these children to use. How is this sanitary? I even heard from one person here recently said that a student identified as a cat and wanted a litter box, and the school didn't provide the litter box, so the student went ahead and defecated on the floor. How is this sanitary?
A friend of mine in Illinois actually knows a teacher that comes to school as a furry and wears ears and a tail and uses a litter box at the front of the classroom to relieve himself.
Schools are not fully disclosing that they are allowing children who identify as snakes, cats, whatever, they're providing litter boxes for the cats.
And, you know, a couple kids showed up to the rallies. I was in Maine and then I was in Pennsylvania, and kids are coming up and they're telling me these stories about what's going on in their classrooms. So then I bring it back and I ask my own kids about it, and like, it is going on. You know, they had litter boxes in the classrooms because a couple of kids, I guess they identified as furries. I guess they think they're cats. They have litter boxes in classrooms, not because there's actual cats in the room, but because there's kids going around licking themselves as though they're cats. And, you know, this is normal. So if a kid says something like, maybe that's a little bit odd, the kid that says that, he's the one that gets in trouble, not like, we're encouraging mental illness at this point.
I had a call over the weekend from a former colleague, and he said, Ryan, I'm telling you right now, have you heard about the litter boxes stuff?
Yeah. Yes.
This was a legitimate faculty meeting where the counselors and administrators were talking to the staff. Are you ready? About whether they should allow litter boxes in the bathrooms for kids that identify as cats. And my buddy said, hey, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not teaching anymore if that happens. Like, I love teaching, it's my passion, but I'm out of here.
And I should probably clarify that a little bit. I have a friend, and my friend's wife is a school teacher, and she told him that there was discussions in the school that a mother wanted to put a litter box in one of the bathrooms. And he told me this, and people were saying, that's not true, it's an internet rumor. So I contacted him again, and I said, tell me exactly what she said, and contact her and find out. She no longer works at that school, she works for another school. She contacted the other school, she didn't get a response. I don't think they actually did it. I think there was discussions about doing it because there was one particularly wacky mother, but it doesn't seem that there's any proof that they put a litter box in there.